Hey, what's going on YouTube? In today's video, I want to highlight Kwame Brown giving his reaction to how poorly Stephen A. Smith and Malika Andrews handled the Josh Giddey allegations, man. So with that being said, let's get right into this video. Make sure I give this video a thumbs up. Let's push it out to the algorithm. Let's try to get 1,000+ likes on this video. Y'all been crushing it on the Malika Andrews videos, man. Without y'all, these videos wouldn't be doing the numbers that they are doing. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all. So with that being said, let's get started in today's video.
Oh man, Malika. I said Malika. Hey, boo-boo, you should have stayed quiet. You should have said nothing. You should have did what Stephen A., what Shannon Sharp, and the rest of it. Quiet. They call it taking the high road. You know, because they say I'm always ranting. That's their new word to validate me. I'm no longer a bust. They don't use that word. They say I'm ranting and I curse. You should have stayed quiet, Malika. Because Miss Malika, right? When you spoke about all the other black players, when you got backlash from talking about that young brother doing the draft, in his shining moment, you brought up a situation. This ain't have nothing to do with this young man. He wasn't guilty of anything. But yet and still, you brought that up during his draft moment. And guess what you said happened? Guess why you said you did it, ma'am? You said, I did it because I was doing my job. The bosses told me to do it. Remember you said that? And remember when I first came to the internet, I said, y'all some script reading. I won't say that because you're a female and I don't want them to think I'm saying that because you're a female. But I said that y'all are some script reading B words, and I was talking to men. But y'all are some script reading people. So basically, you prove what I said to be right. That you don't have a voice, you don't have it. You get told what to say. You get told an adjective to talk about. So then I have to ask your bosses, why are they so quick to talk about a black man's allegations? And why is Josh Giddey not on the docket to be talked about? Why don't good enough to be talked about? Why are y'all getting so giddy when it comes to Josh Giddey? Whoa, that's a bar. Put it in a song, baby. I'm on top right now. Everything that I've been saying for the last 3 years have been playing out. They attacked Kyrie over putting up a feed, sharing a link. He was held to task. They're pretty woman like Malika Andrews and the rest of these women, and they'll get up there, they'll talk passionate about it. And yes, black women been through some things. They probably had a boyfriend or two that wasn't and some of them rightfully so. But for some reason, in my humble opinion, they got black women thinking they're a monolith. So they go out and they trigger black women based on their past, and they have them thinking that this is something for women. And so they're canceling their men. Us black men up under so much scrutiny, Malika Andrews. Stephen A., you bald head scallywag, where were you? And Malika, you shouldn't have said nothing, Malika. You shouldn't have said nothing, Malika, because guess what? I detailed out how y'all do it and the way y'all gonna do it. I detailed it out, Malika. I said statement and leave it alone. And you went up there and read a monotone statement, ma'am, and you left it alone. It's a shame I'm so right. Because in every other situation, when Kendrick Perkins and anybody tried to talk up for M.A. Doka or any situation, you was frowning up like you were ready to jump through the screen that got doggone. You're not just doing your job. You're up there to make it look like you're fighting for black women's rights while you with a white man. Now, in my black community, that is a damnation for a black man to be with a white woman. We can't even speak up for the black community if we were a white woman. Why is it that we so forgiving to the black woman, especially a half black woman, that we got so many rules on the black man and what we make it black and what we define as black? But this woman that's laying with this boy all day, that's getting a script from a media to talk about black men, this is who we gonna follow? Then shame on us, and we deserve what we get. And with that broken down mentally, that we are following women that seeming to hate black men, and they're not even dating or marrying black men, and they're going on these airways, and you can see the bias. You got killed on Twitter, ma'am. And I think the only reason why you said something is because that mama's cooking came out and said something about you. Now, Stephen A. and all them boys, everybody know they ain't shit.
Okay, that's what Kwame Brown had to say about the topic, man. Salute to Kwame Brown, Bust Life. I'll have his YouTube channel down below if you guys want to go check that out. Give his channel the proper credit. Hit that like button if you make this far in the video, because if it wasn't for you guys putting that pressure on Malika Andrews and Stephen A. Smith, they wouldn't even address these situations. So based off you guys hitting the like button and sharing these videos, that really does help these videos get pushed out to the algorithm, man. I really do appreciate that. I can't say that enough. So yeah, man, you know, Malika Andrews and Stephen A. Smith, how they handled it.
Late last week, the league is looking into allegations that Thunder guard Josh Giddey had an improper relationship with an underage girl. In a since-deleted post, an anonymous social media user claimed a girl who was seen with Giddey in videos and images, some of which include explicit captions, was a junior in high school at the time. Giddey, who is 21, he declined to comment on Friday, and despite the serious allegations, Giddey is yet to miss a game this season. And Thunder coach Mark Daigneault, he said he will continue to be in the lineup, saying, quote, just with the information we have at this point, that is the decision we've made. It's obviously a league matter at this point, and the ball is in their court on that. Now, a league spokesperson told me this morning that the NBA is still in the process of gathering information, and we will continue to update this story as the news develops.
And that is the case involving Josh Giddey of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, let me say this to all of y'all out there who've been clamoring for me to touch on this subject. Y'all getting on my last damn nerves. Could you try to be responsible? Could you try? That's all I'm asking. What you want Stephen A. to say? Oh, man, where you at, Stephen A.? If this was a brother... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If it was a brother, I would have treated it with the same level of sensitivity. We don't know anything. We know there's an investigation going on. That's all we know. We don't know anything else. You know why Stephen A. hasn't said anything? Because you could get sued, idiots. You don't just go out there running your damn mouth over something this serious. A fight that took place on a basketball court, sure. Allegations where the alleged victim is identified? Sure. Where the specification of the crime is illuminated? Sure. But this clamoring to comment about something with no information, no definitive facts, you can't do it. You can do it on social media with your troll ass selves. You can do it then because you don't have any real accountability. But why don't you try using your social media accounts and going to Josh Giddey and flat out accusing him and stating it as a point of fact? Make sure you give him your name and address too, because he probably could sue you. You have to wait and see.
And before we wrap today's video up, guys, let me highlight what Dez Bryant had to say about the situation. His tweet had went viral on Twitter, man, and this is what Dez Bryant had to say. He said, at Malika Andrews, you went out your way to crucify Brandon Miller on draft day over something he didn't do. Why haven't you said nothing about Josh Giddey? I advise you not to make this a black or white thing. Your parents really raised you wrong, and just because you went to a private school don't make you better. You appeal, and I know you're kind. You just a puppet. I don't know how a former or current NBA player could sit across from you and look at you with some kind of respect. So that's what Dez Bryant had to say about it, man. Hit that like button if you made this far in the video. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about today's video. Catch you guys on the next video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe for more self-taught videos.